Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey, I'm a long-time Cleveland Browns fan. Far back as Bill Nelson, Paul Warfield, and Gary Collins. I have a message for Andrew Berry. Andrew Berry, swing for the fences, baby, because you need to hit you a home run. Because if you let Shedeur Sanders go to New York Giants, he will be a star. So you got to swing for the fences. This could save your job. This could save Stefanski's job. And it could turn this whole organization around. I'm telling you, Shedeur Sanders is a winner. And you got to save Cleveland. Please go draft him. Go get your quarterback. Thank you.
Tom, it's interesting that there is no clear-cut. I still don't have a clear-cut guy that they're going to pick at 2. If you told me it was going to be Sanders, it wouldn't surprise me. If you told me it was going to be Hunter, it wouldn't surprise me. If you told me it was going to be Abdul Carter, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I at this point now, Dave, I've pushed all my chips into the Travis Hunter corner. I think, and I pardon the pun there, he's also a wide receiver. I think that's who they've settled on. Just kind of reading the tea leaves. They've interviewed both those guys. You and I talked about this a couple weeks ago. It is not far-fetched that Hunter could slide in the draft and then suddenly could be available in the teens or the 20s, and the Browns would make a move and pair these two Colorado Buffaloes and former Jackson State teammates together again. So obviously the situation in New Orleans with Derek Carr being hurt has maybe changed things in terms of what the Saints want to do at number 9. And so I don't know how far Shedeur would drop. Now, I don't disagree with the caller. I think there are star qualities about Shedeur Sanders. I think he's got a chance to be a very competent quarterback in the NFL. I just don't think he's what the Browns are looking for right now. I think they've got so many needs. To me, obviously the biggest need is a quarterback. Beyond that, though, it's a playmaker. And I think in a guy like Travis Hunter, you can check a couple different boxes. He could be a playmaker for you at wide receiver. You could use him in packages. Again, there's really not a whole lot of precedent for guys playing both ways. A full game, I don't think that's even doable, not in the NFL. Listen, they're not, the Browns aren't playing Colorado State next week. So let's be realistic about what this kid physically can do in the NFL, taking nothing away from him. He's a tremendous talent. But as far as Sanders is concerned, listen, this happens every year with these quarterback classes, right? We dissect and analyze these guys to the point that it makes it sound like nobody would want any of them. And we all know that there are going to be quarterbacks that emerge in this draft. They're going to be 10 and 12-year quarterbacks in the NFL. Happens every year. There's also going to be a quarterback that is going to slide up the board. There's going to be one that drops down. I think this quarterback class, to me, is very underappreciated and in some ways underrated. I still think there's some really good value in guys like Milroe, in guys like Will Howard, in guys like Kyle McCord, even though I know that's not a name that Ohio State fans necessarily want to hear. But I think there's plenty of other options for the Browns should they decide not to take the quarterback at number 2.